Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Now, 2018 was, of course, the year that saw France become champions again, 20 years after their previous triumph, and this man's exploits played a huge part in that success, did they not, Jim?
Yeah, Antoine Griezmann was excellent throughout the tournament with his all-around forward play. It was no surprise that he was man of the match in that high-scoring final against the Croatians.
Yeah, first time since 2002 that the final hadn't gone into extra time. And indeed, the first time since 1966 that 6 goals were scored. What a game it was. That looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Now, what about a counter-attack? Great defending, strong and determined. Griezmann ploughing. He's having a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Manchester United have reclaimed it. Scholes. Showing good feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. David Villa. Great chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Forlan. Short changes him with that pass. Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. He's going to be disappointed with that. Forlan. He's looking wide. Seedorf. Rummenigge. He's got away. Rummenigge! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Howson. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Nice bit of trickery. Can he latch on to this? Rummenigge. And he's managed to get free. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ah, that's a fine interception. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Calm claims comfortably.
Yokohama F. Marinos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Albert Ferrer. That'll be a throw-in. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, no joy this time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, the idea was a good one. Bale! Oh, in he goes again, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper shoots.
And he shoots! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that.
Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Forlan. Now Howson. Messi. And it's Forlan. Now McTominay. And it's Cannavaro.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that could set him on his way. Now there's the clearance. Played towards the other side. Griezmann. He has found the way through. Oh, nice touch. Nicely weighted ball. McTominay. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That has not gone well. He's found the way through. And he was alert to it. Maldini. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim. Bullish header! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defence. Messi with the foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Liverpool are down to 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Thuram. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, again there's no way through.
Minutes has been indicated.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, there's a probing ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field, number 17, Kalulu. Coming on to replace him is number 15,
And the action is back on the way. Yokohama F. Marinos changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. And this is Bale. And he's in on goal. Chance, surely! No mistake! It is no contest. It is a landslide. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
It's become a case of men against boys. Could move up a gear here. That's good running with the ball. Just eases him off the ball. Mateus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Yokohama F. Marinos do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Can he finish? It's in! This is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
The goal scorer.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 22.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Substitution on the field.
There's the shot! Oh, almost a sixth!
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
McTominay.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, that's nice. And Seedorf! Seedorf, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Beckham, neatly clipped into space. Shot at goal! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a nice... Rummenigge! Oh, crossbar! Chance, but it's gone begging.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Number 22.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Ibrahimovic to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Yokohama F. Marinos still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And it's Ibrahimovic. 75 minutes played. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Thuram. Driving forward. Mateus. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Albert Ferrer. And that is as far as they're going to go. Played into space. Oh, super find. Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram can get it clear. Spread it left.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Showing good feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Oh, red. Nice interception. Forlan. And it's Griezmann. Yokohama F. Marinos ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? Not the most accurate pass.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time and again they are repelled. And this is Ronaldo. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Coming on the field is number 7.
Keeper always had the measure of that. No, that's been intercepted. Griezmann. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
We're glad to inform you that today's match
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Halo Bang Imam, Om Imam. Belum Jumatan Om Imam di Bandung. Yang main tadi tim Liverpool aku. Sekarang lagi gantian ayahku. Siapa yang main ini? Oh. Om Imam nggak live Om Imam.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Jumatan itu ya Bang, live.
There's the whistle.
Aib Jumatan in.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's intervened well there. Forlan. And this is Griezmann. That is a brilliant interception. Menu. Now it's Matheus Cunha. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but David Villa! Now, who's going to be first to this? Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Zanetti. McTominay. That's been cut out, well played. Matheus Cunha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Quarter of an hour played. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Di Bandung
Now it's
bisa
Forlan.
ada
Now it's Villa.
sablon
And it's
Bang?
Forlan.
Om.
Still goalless at the moment. Takes on his marker. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Casemiro.
Udah petik dua ini. Perlu kamu terus kita dua.
Menu.
Tadi
Well,
aku
there was an element of promise
dari
insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is ended up in no man's land. Diogo Dalot spots it and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. And it's Dalot. Diogo Dalot carries the ball down the right. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Villa. And he plays one through. And this is Forlan. And he shoots! And it's a goal!
Was there ever any doubt? Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Number 18, Diego.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Casemiro. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's had it nicked away. Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Casemiro. And he's in on goal. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Casemiro. Steaming on goalwards. Diogo Dalot. Passing is crisp and sharp. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Villa. Well, played right into his path. He has found a way through. Oh, what a ball! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Thuram. Zanetti.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And this is Griezmann. Thuram. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Indonesia happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. There's the start of the second half.
Indonesia really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Griezmann. Now it's Griezmann. Threads one in. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And this is Forlan. Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Some resolute defending there. He can run onto that, and he's managed to get free. He has a great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Griezmann. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Still just a single goal between the sides. Bruno Fernandes. That's been slipped through.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
And it's Dalot. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good position here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Forlan, And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Back into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Right card, too strong for his opponent there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. David Villa. Now it's Griezmann. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that is wildly off target.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Oh, that's a key interception. Crunching tackle. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann running with the ball. Albert Ferrer. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Griezmann. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Looking to play him in. Great vision. Shot could be on. And the finish! Quality ball.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure...
It's fallen! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Very much into the last knockings. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And that is that. Indonesia have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific...
Belum Bang Puang. Ini mau makan. Om Boang di Bandung udah, itu belum Om Boang. Di mana sih di Bandung?
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Udah Jumatan belum Bang Boang? Om Boang.
And we're underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Now it's Villa. Now it's Cantona.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
Makaleli. Now it's Cantona. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
1 jam lagi. Kalau di
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Deco wins the duel this time. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. Dani Olmo. Good read, needed to be. No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. This looks promising. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
David Villa. David Villa! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Could move up a gear here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Forlan. Good ball, good take. Dani Olmo. And here's the chance to counter. Kukchu running with the ball. Searching pass he's played there. Robertson, fired deep towards the... He rises! They want to be quick to recover this. That's gone for a throw-in.
Emang kalau di Bandung, banjir juga, Om Boang.
McTominay, in with the challenge. Now it's Villa. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Griezmann. Out towards the flank. Drilled in low. There's the shot! He's scored! His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's a nicely shaped
Oh, nama
ball.
channelnya apa?
He's picked his way through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And this is Del Piero. And it's Griezmann. Belletti. Tries to play it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Indonesia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. It's Griezmann! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Forlan. Belletti. Oh, super find. He's in a good position here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Pun ambilin Jokolito itu. Bikin. Tolong.
And it's Deco. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls.
Bukan.
Robertson played into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Griezmann, and the counter is on. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Cantona. Cantona! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter.
Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's on it, can he get away? Nicely spread. And that's gone loose. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Signore e signori, vi chiediamo cortesemente di rimanere seduti durante lo svolgimento della partita. Grazie. Attenzione, un cambio.
Indonesia kick off the second half. Indonesia come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Cantona.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's shifting through the gears. Chance! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Zanetti. And this is Griezmann. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Played into space. Racikan. McTominay. And here's Del Piero.
Might want to be careful there.
It's run loose here. Griezmann.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Marquez gets over and intercepts. Kokchu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's fabulous. And he whips it in, and the keeper beats it away. And it's Belletti. Dani Olmo gets into... Terrific header! Oh, it rattles the bar! Indonesia, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. Looking for a runner. Now that's well seen too. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Marquez makes the interception. Kokchu. And it's Makalele. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Indonesia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's played through for him. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Batistuta! And a chance!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Del Piero. McTominay producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Griezmann. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's beautifully weighted. Kokchu is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's clever. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
That's an imaginative pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Indonesia can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Threads one in. Good ball over the top. That's the keeper's ball. And that is as far as it goes. Indonesia can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it.
Ya bang, nggak be, namanya juga masih kecil, kelas 2.